Right, I'm just going to do something here, just as an example of what happens after a parabolic top and how long it generally takes and how far it generally falls back down to where we begin to pick up again. And we're going to use these examples as Bitcoin on the weekly and Matic, which is currently correcting at the moment, on the daily. So Bitcoin started its parabolic top from all the way back down here, and it took 77 days for that to take place. There was 81% gains over the period of 77 days, and retracement took 371 days to play out and corrected a little lower than where it began actually. So that would be, as far as this move up was concerned, that's 77 days. We look at Matic then, so what we'll do is we'll see if there's any kind of expectation we could look at here. So that took 11 days from the bottom here for that parabolic move to take place. So that is 7 times faster. 7 times faster for that parabolic move to take place, with actually more gains than Bitcoin did in its parabolic top. Now these coins are completely different, so criticise me all you like. I'm just playing around here. So 7 times faster. So we can assume that perhaps maybe give or take it'll be 7 times faster for the retracement to play out. Now again, at the same time, Bitcoin is Bitcoin. This is an IEO coin. It's also suffering due to Bitcoin dominance, as well as having a parabolic move very early on in its life. So they're not going to be the same, but it's just an example. It's just something we're just going to play around with. Okay, so I know I'll find a lot of haters on this video, but just bear with me. All right. So 7 times faster. So we're looking to, where are we now? 7 times faster than Bitcoin to retrace. So what we'll do is, we'll look at Bitcoin on the weekly, get our measure move out again. That started there. So 371 days. I'll just get my calculator out. 371 divided by 7 is 53. Okay, so that would be the equivalent of 53 days for Matic to play this out. So actually what we're on now is we're on 57 days. Okay, so again, we're not doing an exact science here. We're just playing around. So at the moment we are over the amount of time if we were to put these two moves in the same bag, which we can't really do, but we can in a way because I am doing it now. Alright, so we are expecting to see a bottom at this point anyway, because the Bitcoin dominance is falling, and I wouldn't say falling, it's retracing, which will give the alts an opportunity to have a bottom. Okay, so what happens if there is a bottom created? What would happen at that point for a coin like Matic? Matic will start to make gains on both Satoshi and in USD or Tether, and it should, at that point, as it's created a bottom, start to build up. So we're just over the amount of time if we were to do a 7% division. So are we going to be looking at something like this? Probably not quite like this, but a bottom, when it gets formed, it will play out slowly, and then we'll start to see momentum gain again. So we're looking for this bottom to be formed really now, to be honest with you. It's overdue if we were to do the example between Matic and Bitcoin. Now they are two different coins, but they did both have parabolic tops. One is 7 times faster than the other. So that leads me to believe that any moment now, once this bottom has formed, we could start to rebuild, and rebuild possibly, if the sentiment is the same and the interest is the same, to Bitcoin. Now this video is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor, and what I've just done now is probably a load of rubbish, but we're going to have to wait and see over the next couple of months to see if we mimic anything similar to this. If we do start to mimic this, then that would be a very good sign. Now Matic is a coin with a good future, but it's so very early on in its little career that I don't expect to see anything like this, or moves back up to where it came from, until perhaps towards the end of the year. In fact, at the end of the year comes, then yeah, we might start to see this, and then what that would do would probably start to mimic the Bitcoin move, even though the seven times faster scenario at that point has expired. Anyway, I just thought I'd make this quick video. I'll just leave you with it there. Feel free to comment. Feel free to slag me off. I'm thick-skinned, so like I say, it is probably a load of rubbish that I've just done there. It'd just be interesting if it does seem to play out like that. Anyway, I hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.